Hello, welcome to the ZEOS demo. This is a little spontaneous video here to showcase the command line interface, which I just finished, or let's say, finish is a strong word. Let's say I have a first stable version. And yeah, let's go. So to showcase, I have a local blockchain running here with the BLS features activated. And I will boot it up now with the system contracts and everything. It also sets up one atomic assets contract and issues one NFT into the EOS.io user account, which is the system user, which I will use for all demonstration purposes. And then yeah, here you can see the ZEOS token contract being deployed, initialized, and then here we set the three ZK Snark verification keys to deal with mint, transfer, and burn actions. Okay, so yeah, as I said, the EOS.io user is going to be our test user. We start the ZEOS command line wallet, so there's no wallet yet. With wallet create, we create a new wallet, we choose a name or use the default num, the seed, or we choose a random one. EOS account. So this is the EOS account you use for privacy actions. This should not be your normal personal EOS account, but a new one that you create just for privacy stuff. It should be in no way linked to your normal personal EOS account. This is just until the proxy stuff is being rolled out, right? So in the future, we will use the ZEOS token itself to break the link between EOS resources and account, but we're not there yet. So for now, we just need an EOS account to settle privacy actions. And yeah, as I said, we just use the same now for everything. So it's EOS.io, choose a password, and then we have a wallet, which is empty, no balances in it. Wallet nodes shows all the UTXOs held in that wallet. And wallet addresses shows all the addresses of that wallet. So far, there's just this one default address. If we want to derive a new one, we just type in wallet derive, and then we have a new address. If we type in addresses again, it shows us now we have two. Okay, so in order to move assets in and out of the wallet, we use the function wallet move. Then we type in it asks us to type in an EOS account, the one that we exchange assets with. So again, we just use the same. This is then, later your personal EOS account. And then you enter assets line by line. So in order to move assets in to your wallet from your EOS account into your ZEOS wallet, you use the plus sign at the beginning. In order to move assets out, you just use the minus sign. Or you use I and O, or in and out. But yeah, I use the plus sign, which is more convenient. And let's say we want to move 10 EOS tokens into the wallet. We do it like this. We can mint more UTXOs in one take. So, if I had more token contracts deployed, we could also use the ZEOS token itself or anything else. We only have the EOS token. And this one NFT that I just minted, right? That's this one here. Let's also move that into the ZEOS wallet. So we just use the ID in this case. But let's also mint some more EOS nodes. Okay, just to make it a bit more interesting. Yeah, and then you can also add, you can add memos. Those are then visible in the wallet history later, which is not yet, I cannot showcase yet, but yeah, it all works already. It's just, I cannot really demonstrate it yet. So if you're done, you just submit it, hitting enter on an empty line. So what happens now, it generates the transaction. It takes a little while, especially here, because everything is, compiled in debug mode. There are no optimizations yet. This will be much, much faster later. But yeah, we don't have all the nice debug output. So here you can see this is the transaction that is being generated. So this is the transaction that is being pushed. It doesn't really matter what it says. It's just what the command line interface tool generates from your input. And then, as I said, it uses clears in the background to push the transaction. And yeah, here you see success. CPU usage is super high. This varies a lot on my machine because, as you can see, ZEOS is running here on this Ubuntu environment and is being interrupted, all the time by the operating system. I just want to showcase it because this is like much, we mint 4 UTXOs, right? And it takes like almost 15 milliseconds. This is usually way faster. So I would like to mint again just to showcase that it's also way faster. Normally, wallet move again. EOS.io is the account we want to exchange assets. Let's just say we move another 10 EOS, another 20 EOS, and another 30 EOS. So 3 UTXOs. It was 4 in the previous one. Now we have 3, almost the same. It generates a transaction. And we wait patiently. And okay, you see this time it only took like 5.5 milliseconds. So way faster. And again, this is on my laptop, on a BP node. These numbers might be way, way better still. Okay, now we moved some nodes into the wallet. So if we look at balances, we see still nothing because we need to sync our wallet first, right? So we sync our local wallet with the contract state and we see, okay, 7 nodes have been added. Let's check again. Our wallet balance is now 120 EOS. And if we look into the nodes, we can see, okay, we have now 6 UTXOs of type EOS and 1 NFT UTXO, okay? So this is how we move assets in, and of course you can also move assets out again. We say wallet move, and let's say we want to move again with EOS.io. We want to move assets out of the wallet. Let's say we want to move 50 EOS out of the wallet. Then we do that by just entering this balance, and now the wallet chooses UTXOs in the background. It always chooses the biggest one. So in this case, it should choose the 230 nodes and spend them. That doesn't really matter to you as a user. This stuff is kind of transparent in the background. But, with wallet nodes, you can always check what's really going on in the background. Okay. Transaction executed. So we just burned. As I said, those were the nodes before. Again, we need to sync to update. Here we received 1 node. It also spent nodes, but it doesn't show that here yet. I'm going to add that. But if we now list the nodes again, you can see the 230 nodes that have been there before are now being spent. And in return, you received another 10 EOS node as change. Is that correct? Yeah, of course, because we spent 50 EOS and 230 nodes have been spent, which is 60, so we get 10 back. All right. Okay, this is move assets in and out, and now we can transfer assets using wallet transfer, and those are private transfers into either other ZEOS wallets or into EOS accounts. But if you transfer to other EOS accounts, it's like the burn that we did, right? When you move in and out. But the difference here is that if you transfer to another EOS account, it's also a burn, but the transaction is being signed with your privacy account. So you have partial privacy there, but you don't sign it with your personal account, which is what you do when you move assets in and out of your wallet. Using your personal account, when you transfer assets, you sign it with your EOS privacy account. Again, here in the demonstration, it's all the same account, it's all EOS.io, but later, to not mess up your privacy, you would use different accounts for that. Okay, here I forgot to turn my Telegram off. All right, so let's demonstrate it. Before we do that, wait, let's... well, I think I haven't tested that. Okay, this was an empty transaction. I wanted to list some addresses first. We already have 2, so we now transfer into our own wallet just for demonstration again. We use the second address that we just generated. So we say wallet transfer. And now we enter the assets line by line. So let's say we want to transfer, let's say 35 EOS to this address. We do it like this. Again, we can also transfer another, let's say 5 EOS into an EOS account in the very same transaction. And of course, we can also enter a memo, also with single quotes, memo field or whatever. This is being added in this case, as a memo to the resulting EOS.io transfer, right, to this EOS account. If you add a memo field here in the first line as well, that would be a complete private transfer where the memo field is not visible, obviously, on chain. Okay, let's say these 2. We want to, transfer these 2 amounts. And then generates a transaction again. And again, it picks, the nodes so that it spends the largest nodes first. And then it creates these 2 resulting transfers. Takes a while because we're in debug mode, no optimizations. This will be much faster later. All right, and as you can see, this is a much bigger transaction already. It cost us almost 7 milliseconds, but we transferred quite a few UTXOs. Let's see, wallet node. This is what it looked like before. Now we synced the wallet. We look at our nodes again and we can see that almost all nodes up on this point have been spent, except for the NFT, of course. And since we sent them to our own wallet, they appeared here, but in a slightly different, kind of sizes. But your balance, of course, I should have shown that maybe, is 65 EOS, and it was, of course, 65 EOS before. And of course, you can also transfer NFTs. You would do it the same way. Transfer, and then you would just enter this was the address. You would enter the NFT, which is here. And then you would enter the address, which was this one here. And then it transfers the NFT. But again, it goes into the same wallet in this case. But just to showcase how you use this interface, okay? It's pretty straightforward. And now we did a simple NFT transfer in private. And that costs us, actually almost the same as here, right? And you can see that these numbers vary a lot, but it can be very fast. And I can't wait to see the numbers on a proper BP node. And that's what's coming next. So we're now planning to roll all that out on a private UX testnet, and then later on a public UX testnet. We'll talk about the details, and then we can use it. We can test it all together. So looking forward to that. And thanks for watching.